All right, this is section 1.1-6, and this is on basic constructions. All right, so let's review some vocabulary. So we're going to draw a line from each word in column A to its symbol or picture in column B. So which one would represent congruent? Well, congruent is this figure here. Okay, which one represents a point? Oh, this is point W. Which one's a ray? Well, ray is right here, ray WP. And a vertex is, well, it's got to be right here, G. And intersection of segments, here are two segments, right there. All right, vocabulary for this section, we're going to learn about perpendicular. So perpendicular means at right angles to a given line or plane. So an example, each corner of this paper is formed by perpendicular edges of the page. So some non-examples, things that are not perpendicular, are acute angles, obtuse, or straight angles. These do not have perpendicular rays. So circle the figure that shows perpendicular segments. Well, which segment has perpendicular lines? This one. These make up right angles. Okay. All right, so we're going to use a straight edge to draw XY and then construct RS so that RS equals 2XY. So a student did a construction at the right. Describe each step. So the first thing you do is you need to draw XY. So the student drew XY, so that was step one. Use a straight edge. That's like a ruler, by the way, straight edge. To draw XY line segment. All right, now we're going to draw a ray with endpoint RS. Okay, step 3, okay, we're going to use our compass to draw an arc at R, okay, and opening XY. So it has a radius or has a length of XY. So this distance here would be the same as XY, okay. Okay, now what do we do next? We move and we do another one at S. Okay, so draw another arc. With compass, point at the intersection, and then we will label that S. Okay. So how can we construct congruent angles? Okay, so we want to construct angle F so that angle F is twice the measure of angle B. So here's angle B. How can we get an angle that's twice as big as this angle? All right, so we can use an arc or compass to complete the sentence in each step. So in the large box, construct angle F. Okay. So what you're going to follow along and see if you can kind of do this here. So step 1, use a straight edge to construct a ray with endpoint F. Okay. Straight edge to construct an endpoint, a ray with endpoint F. All right, so here is a ray, and of course you need to do this much better. So here's endpoint F, and we will call this S. Okay, next one. With your something, point on a vertex, so with my compass, at the vertex B, okay, draw a blank that intersects both sides of B. Draw an arc. So I'm going to put my compass here, and I'm going to draw an arc that intersects both of these like this. Label the points A and C. Done. Step 3, use the same compass setting and then put the compass point on point F, so I'm going to put it right here, draw a long arc, and label its intersection with the ray S. Okay, so I'm going to draw an arc and label that with S. So there would have been arc S. Okay. Step 4, open the compass to the length AC. So I'm going to measure the compass to how long this is. The compass at point S, and then draw another arc. Okay, so I'm going to draw another arc here. Okay, use the same compass setting. Put the compass point on point T. We're going to call this point T. So we'll put it right here and draw another arc. Okay, we're going to call that R. Okay, label its intersection with the first arc as point R. And then finally draw FR. So if I did everything correctly, this measurement will be twice as big as this measurement. All right, so what is a perpendicular bisector? It is a segment that is a line or segment or ray that is perpendicular to the segment at its midpoint. So a perpendicular bisector does two things. Bisector, it cuts it in half, and it is perpendicular bisector. So circle the drawing that shows a perpendicular bisector. So it must do two things. This one is only perpendicular. This one is only a bisector. This one is both perpendicular and a bisector. All right, so let's draw a perpendicular bisector. So what went wrong here? So a student's construction of a perpendicular bisector is shown below. What happened? What was wrong? Okay, so do you see how the opening was actually greater? Okay, so the student did not make the opening of the arc draw from points that's great. So in order to do a perpendicular bisector, you have to draw a compass point here, and you have to draw an arc that's greater than on either side. And then you're going to draw the intersection of both of those. So that's what they should have done. Okay, so the student did not make the opening of the arc drawn from points S and T greater than 1/2 ST. So let's do the construction correctly here. So step 1, draw a compass here. Make sure the compass setting is greater than half. And we will go ahead and draw an arc with my compass. Same setting on T now. Draw another arc that intersects. And then connect the intersection points. If I did this correctly, this would be the perpendicular bisector. Okay. So how do we do an angle bisector? Okay. So here's an obtuse angle, and we want to bisect it. So step 1, we're going to put the compass point at the vertex Y, and we're going to draw an arc that intersects the sides of angle Y and label the points of intersection A and B. So compass point and draw an arc. It's going to intersect 2 points, A and B. Okay. Put the compass point in A. Draw another little dash, same setting. B, draw another little dash, and now we connect the dots. There is the intersection point. So with the same compass setting, draw an arc at B, be sure the arcs intersect and label the point where 2 points intersect. This will be P. Now we will draw YP, and there is my angle bisector. All right, so what tools do you need to make constructions? Well, in order to measure lines, you need a ruler. To measure angles, you need a protractor. To construct arcs, you need a compass. To construct lines, you need a straight edge. Okay, and that is section 1.6.